everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. All right, so a couple of things I want to say real quick. We put out a couple of 10-minute videos yesterday. We would have had more, but I was having a problem getting the damn things monetized. So I was getting, for anybody that actually does YouTube, I was getting alerts that I was having an issue with them. I'm going to try to get all of them to come through today. And I only was able to upload 2 yesterday. I had to cut the, we we're also going to talk about Tekashi 6ix9ine. I uploaded a Tekashi video. I had to cut a part of the video out of it because there was a dude speaking in Spanish, and my Spanish is rusty as hell. He was talking fast as shit. So, in that regard, I couldn't really get everything that he was saying, so I didn't necessarily know if I wanted to put that over the on our platform or not. So I had to cut that clip out of it. I want to discuss that. If anybody heard it, y'all could tell me, come in here and discuss and tell me what he actually said. But anyway, what we're doing right now is this. We're going to go walk and get a blueberry muffin for 1. 2, our team plays today. Shout out to the Coney Island Sharks. They play today. We're going to go try to film some of it. We expect for there to be rain. The lady said there was a van, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But I told her I'm going to try. Also, I have no idea when the game actually starts. So we're going to walk past there and look around and see if anybody started gathering yet. Today's video, so Chuck Schumer, for everybody that don't know, he's a senator. He lives in New York. He's a New York senator. And the other night, there were a lot of people from the Jewish community that actually went out in front of his home and they protested. And they protested against America's helping, our government helping with what they are calling the genocide of the Palestinian people. So there's a lot going on over there as far as the politics are concerned. In the Bible, it says pray for peace. So I think we should all continue to pray for peace, because whenever we're praying for peace, we're praying for the people. How you doing? Whenever we're praying for peace, we're praying for the people. I don't really care about the politics involved in the situation. There's some videos that's coming out. Morning Bounce. There's some videos that's coming out in regards to the situation that's happening over there. They're horrific. I don't really know any other way to describe them. Also, it's being released that a lot of the information that had came out previously, that they were busy saying it was the Hamas. It actually wasn't the Hamas. Allegedly, all of those babies' heads that they said were cut off, that did not happen. This is not a thing. But I will tell you that I personally saw a woman in the street during the video, and she had a baby in her arms, and that baby didn't have. So this was in Gaza, the Gaza Strip. So I say all that to say, we don't know the information that's coming out. Pray for the people. Don't side. You don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. We do know that the Hamas attacked Israel, and this is Israel's response. One of the things that we consistently say over here is you can't tell a person how to respond to disrespect. I'm going to say this again. So basically what happened was the Hamas attacked Israel, and this is their response. And one of the things that we consistently say over here is that you cannot tell a person how to respond back to disrespect. But we also will say that there's this thing called the Geneva Convention. For everybody that don't know, all of the greatest nations of the world at that particular period of time got together and made a declaration on how war was going to be conducted on the planet. It happened in Geneva. It was a convention. Many of the things that are being claimed that Israel is doing, allegedly, would be, these things that they're accused of doing would be war crimes. I'm not saying that they're doing these things. I don't know if they are. I'm saying the accusations that are being made are 100% war crimes. Our Democratic spokespeople have been encouraging this behavior, that if they are doing it, I'm not saying that they are, I'm saying that these are the accusations being made, would be war crimes. I thought our politicians were supposed to be for the people. The Democratic politicians always talk about how they're for the black people of America, how they're for the oppressed. They don't have the rigidity. They don't have they don't have they can't condone war of any kind, even war that they deemed appropriate. They have to always want peace. You get what they're supposed to stand for. That they're not saying peace and that they are siding with one side over the other is a problem in my mind. All right, I think looks like there might be some people over there. I'm looking. I'm gonna go for the blueberry muffin now. And that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. He didn't put the Cash App at all. He forgot the whole Cash App. What are you talking about? He forgot the $sign. He didn't even put the Cash App. Somebody put the Cash App. I feel the drops coming down. I think I see some people over there now. They might be a part of something else, not necessarily what we're doing. I'm going to go get my blueberry muffin real quick. Got this dude, he's just walking in front of me. He just has a fucking helmet on. What the fuck is he doing? He got his pants down on his fucking knees. Like, what in the hell is going on in the world nowadays? Shout out to him. Yeah, what's up with this pants down at the knees thing? Like, what do y'all go to, like, to buy underwear and you're busy, like, trying them on in the dressing room to see which one is going to look best walking down the fucking block? Like, what the heck, fam? So when did it become a thing where men are showing their underwear? Somebody explain this to me. What up, 27? Like, I don't even understand how that's a thing. I don't know. Shout out to y'all guys. No disrespect. In any regard, the fact that they have so many, from what I saw, the streets was full. I'm assuming not everybody there was from the Jewish community, but the fact that they have prominent people from the Jewish community speaking out and going to Chuck Schumer's home and basically protesting America's involvement in the situation that's happening over there. I think that says a lot. America don't stand for the people, fam. I don't know why y'all think the Democrats stand for the people. The Democrats This regime currently, I'm not going to say the Democrats with an umbrella, but this regime currently that y'all elected, it don't stand for the people, fam. And I don't even think it's hard to tell. It just seems like they have a ton of agendas that they're trying to tell us we have to be involved in. Morning, my brother. How you doing today? All right, that's what it is. Have a blessed day. So I say all that to say this. What have I been telling y'all the last couple of elections? I'm not saying that to be an asshole, but what have I been telling y'all the last couple of elections? Stop voting for Democrats. Vote for the person who helps your household. We have to remove some of these people that's been in the seat of power for too long that feel like they can never be usurped. They feel like they can never have their spot can never be taken. People like Chuck Schumer, he feels like he's just gonna have that position till he don't want it no more. People like Nancy Pelosi, they feel like they're just gonna have those seats until they don't want them no more. They have to be removed. We need younger people. We need people that understand the problems of today. We need less people that's trying to solve the problems of yesterday. Period. I don't want to hear about the problems of yesterday no more when y'all busy trying to get elected. I want to hear about problems that we're currently going through and solutions to the fucking problems. That's what I want to hear. I'm gonna go in here and get my blueberry muffin. Let me calm my voice down now, right? But that's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear no more. Good morning. I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no more. They pulled up to Chuck Schumer's house, fam. We're talking about New York City Jews. Pulled up. Good morning, my brother. All right. We're talking about New York City Jews pulled up to Chuck Schumer's house. And they're arguing America's participation in this particular situation. And all I'm saying is this, and this is the main thing that I'm always saying. Let's pray for the people. There's individuals that's just sitting in their home. And their homes are being destroyed. While they're in them, allegedly, they told these people how they could go to freedom and safety. And then allegedly, they set up traps. I don't know this to be true. I'm saying that this is the information that's coming out. We got to pray for the people. God said pray for peace. God said we're not supposed to be out here even thinking negative things. We're not supposed to be hateful. We're supposed to pray for peace. So let's pray for peace in these situations, because there's babies, women, children, men being injured and being harmed. And I want to say something, and I want to be clear about this. Why do we got so many men coming through our southern borders as migrants? Aren't the men supposed to stay and fight? Because over there, while we're looking at the situation that's happening in Palestine, those men are staying there to fight. So why are we getting so many migrants coming through our borders that's men? If they're trying to escape tyranny, why aren't they staying over there and freaking fighting? Can you ask me that question? Because over there in Palestine, the Palestinian men are staying over there fighting. Why we got so many migrants coming through our borders that's men? There should be more women, there should be more children, there should be more elderly. Why are there so many men? Answer me that question. Able-bodied men that could be fighting in their country. Answer me that question. Answer me that question. I want to know. So the point in which I'm trying to make is this. They said if one of these nations out there decided to send some of their force into America. Did you hear about what's happening in Argentina? So Argentina, allegedly, they released something like 30% of their prison population, and they're sending them through the borders. Allegedly. I don't know this to be true or not, but allegedly. They released something like 30% of their prisoners, and they send them through our southern border. So if they're doing this, what other nations do you think you don't think other nations are like, yo, let's infiltrate America right now? It's good for the taking? And we currently also have a situation going on where we're involving ourselves in Israel's problems. Israel, who already has more than enough weaponry, more than enough technology, they don't need our army to help them. Imagine having the advantage over your opponent in a one-on-one, and then Mike Tyson shows up to help you. How does How, fam? That doesn't even make sense. So pray for the people, because as long as this fight continues, there's going to be a lot of innocent individuals that's doing nothing but trying to feed their families, that's doing nothing but trying to live, that's going to be injured, that's going to be hurt, that's going to be harmed. So I take my hat off to everybody that speaks for peace. And I'm not here to encourage ignorance on either side. I'm not here to encourage, I get it, but I need for especially our black activists to think about something. For all of you people that follow the black activists and think that these dudes is the end-all be-all, what's up, my brother? I need you to understand something. These people that's in power is the people that they told y'all to vote for. But these people that's in power is now currently encouraging the America to go against people that are basically us of another region. So think about that for one moment, where y'all busy thinking that they're here for our benefit, and I keep trying to explain to y'all the only reason why they even cater to us is that there's no other way for them to get elected. There's no other way for them to get elected. They don't do anything. Republicans actually do a lot. Republicans promise their people the stupidest shit in the world, and then they get into and then they try to do it. They really try to make the stupid shit. Dude, they building a wall, fam. And that now is actually a good idea. But the Democrats didn't want them to build. Remember that? But now look how much of a great idea that wall sound now. Imagine if we would have had that wall up. And I'm not even talking about the migrants. I'm talking about the coming war, just so we can be clear. I'm not even talking about the migrants. Once again, I don't have an issue with migrants. Help who we can help. My issue is that America helps everybody outside of America and doesn't help the actual people that live here enough. That's my issue. Help everyone. We're supposed to be of assistance to others. That's what we're literally supposed to do with our lives. But that means that you also have to help the people that live in America, not just the people who live outside of America. That's my only problem.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing today? Can I get a blue? Wow, y'all got a lot today. Can I get a blueberry muffin, please?
Anything else?
No, that'd be fine. Have a blessed day. So that's my issue. Have a good day, my brother. So that's my issue. That's my issue. Y'all keep electing these guys. I just don't get it. I need to know what the heck these Democrats got on y'all. Like, do they got like sex tapes on y'all? That's why y'all keep voting fucking Democrats in the office? Sheesh, man. I want to know, and I do want to know how people feel. Got a bathroom. And I would love to know how people feel about the fact that all of y'all elected officials, all of these officials that y'all decided to elect, every last one of them. Morning. Yep. Every last one y'all decided to elect is doing some weirdo shit with the position that y'all gave them. But what's going to happen is when it's time to, what's going to happen is when it's time to do elections again, these same people are going to come out and say, racism, don't vote Republican. And they're literally, what's happening if the reports are true, I don't know if the reports are true, but if the reports are true, what's happening over there in this particular situation is 10 times worse than what y'all complain about happening in America. These are the officials that you guys decided y'all wanted us to elect. The same officials that I keep telling y'all don't know anything. It seems like I know better than the fucking activists. Pardon me. It seems like I know better than the activists. It seems like the activists should come to me when they are trying to decide who they should put their support behind. Tell me where the fucking lie at. The same thing that I've been trying to explain to y'all for the last how many ever years is being 100% plastered in your face right now. I don't want to hear another politician talk about going to war. I want to hear them all talk about peace. Why is Donald Trump talking about peace? Why, when they asked Donald Trump about the situation, the only thing he wanted to discuss was a ceasefire and peace? He didn't want to discuss arming one nation against the other. Please explain this to me, because y'all say Donald Trump is such a terrible person. So basically, the Satan tricked y'all. I told y'all to be mindful of who y'all vote for. That's basically what happened. Satan tricked a whole bunch of people to vote Democrat. Y'all got tricked. Anybody gonna admit it? I'm curious. Anybody gonna admit it? I want to know if anybody is gonna come straight out and say, Satan tricked us. We didn't know any better. Don't even gotta say Satan. The politicians tricked us. Just say the politicians. You don't even gotta say Satan. The politicians tricked us. We didn't know that this was what it was gonna be like. They said they was gonna be on a different time. I'll accept that. See, because I personally don't need it. But the only way to right this specific wrong is by acknowledging that it was a wrong. You understand? This isn't one of those rights and wrongs that can go unacknowledged. This is one of those rights and wrongs that need to be acknowledged. So the only way to appropriately acknowledge this right, or only way to appropriately acknowledge this wrong, is to apologize for it. Because they want to be able to keep their position where they could keep being able to encourage y'all to vote for people, right? So they have to apologize for not knowing what they was talking about. Tell me where the lie at. I want a couple of apologies. He lied to the people, fam. I believe Trump when he says if he was president, there wouldn't be oh shit. Somebody tied their dog to the tree because they went to the bathroom, and then the rope broke. Now the dog's free. I mean, the rope ain't broke, it just untied itself. That was funny. That looked like it could have been the beginning of a movie. Next thing you know, the dog is off running. You don't never know what's gonna happen. Let me run up here real quick. I got the bathroom. Good morning. Doggy got himself free. Give me 1 second. Oh, pardon me.
Hey, my man, what's up? How's everything?
All right, good.
I haven't seen you for a while. You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Alright. Got to do that real quick. That's for the women that's inside dudes talking to bathroom and shit. That wasn't me though. I don't know none of them dudes. Anyway, they got like a soccer thing currently going on over here. Maybe we look at the soccer shit for a little while. But I'm gonna talk my shit. We're gonna put the camera down. I'm gonna eat my fucking muffin, and we're gonna talk our shit. So I want to be clear about this. I don't know what time these guys are supposed to be out here. Maybe we just come back. We're gonna go back to, oh, I think that's a team right there. We're gonna go ask them what time the game is supposed to be. We'll ask them what time the game is supposed to be. And then we just come back, right? Morning.
Morning.
Okay. that's what type of time I'm on as far as this is concerned. Pray for peace, fam. Don't get caught up. I get it, though. Like, I get it. People are like, I want to be on the right side of history. I get it. Pray for peace, man. Don't get yourself caught up in all of the other shenanigans. Just don't. Realize that every time you put your energy behind something, you tell God where your heart is at, right? So, is your heart for the destruction of anybody, or is your heart for the protection of everybody, right? So that's where our heart needs to be at, for the protection, not for the destruction. Is that fair? Good morning, Coach. How y'all doing?
Good day, sir. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. What time is the?
Mr. Jack,
That's
how
water.
are you?
How you doing today? How you doing?
It should be around 12.
12?
Yeah, after the march.
Wait, there's a whole march?
It's a homecoming march, yeah.
What time?
11 o'clock.
March down Surf Avenue. We're gonna have two other teams with us also. And
Boom, I'm gonna come. You marching on Surf Avenue? Where does it start at?
No, I'm Mermaid.
oh, Mermaid.
Mermaid,
yeah.
where does it start?
25th Street.
25th?
Yeah, they walk all the way up, then they come into the park.
Okay, we plan on being there.
And there'll be a band too.
Yeah, man.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right?
Enjoy.
Yes.
Oh, and have a great game today, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. So good to see you.
It's good to be here. Thank you for accepting me. Because usually people like to have problems with them for no reason. So I told you, football people are different, man. Football people are different. Football people are show and tell. They different. I love our basketball people. I'm part of both communities. Don't get it confused. But in basketball community, rumors is different. In football, show and tell, fam. So we're going to go to our spot. We're going to set up. We're going to talk our shit. We might get another coffee. I don't know. 11 o'clock. I don't know. I'm thinking, you know, because if we go lamp out in the crib so we can keep everything charged. You know what? We're going to go lamp out in the crib so we can make sure that we keep everything charged. Because we're going to be outside for a long time today. And I don't want to blow all of the battery and the charger on inside stuff. Also, it's supposed to rain. Pardon me. So we don't know about the rain. So we're gonna walk back to the crib. We're gonna talk our shit though. Not make a coffee in the crib to go with my muffin. All right, let's talk our shit. All right, so I want to say something. I want to be clear about this. Them showing up to Chuck Schumer's house basically mean that the Democrats could forget about getting another elected. Not just the damn president, pardon me, but the Democrats could just look into not getting elected again. You do know who are the main people that have the push to get Democrats elected, right? Those are the people who are the underprivileged of America. We're the ones that usually have the push to get Democrats elected. So Democrats agreeing with any nation in another country doing something to their people, which is like 10 times worse than what's currently going on in America. Now do y'all believe me when I tell y'all that that's one of the reasons why they keep putting all the fucking clinics in our community? They're not trying to help us when they put these clinics in our community. They could put things in our community. Good morning. They could put stuff in our community that could, you know, benefit children. They could put fucking food, not just food pantries, but food cafeterias in our community. They could put food cafeterias in our community that 2 or 3 times a day, they just feed people. There's so many things that they can do, but instead they take that money and they use the money to just add to whatever our freaking misery is. I don't want to see no more freaking clinics in our community. Stop wanting fucking clinics in the community. We're not just a food pantry, but we want a cafeteria in our community where people could just go there and sit down and eat, or period. That's what we want. And no taking home. You got to eat it there. That's what we want in our community. We want more resources for the children in our community. That's what we want in our community. We don't want no more freaking buildings that just show us that are just examples of how our community might be downtrodden. We don't want no more buildings that their only existence is to show that this community has a problem. We don't want no more of those buildings. We want buildings showing that we're thriving. We want buildings showing that we're ready for the next century. We want buildings showing that there's progress. That's what we want. All the Democrats do is give us shit that remind us about how bad it is. Y'all keep voting for these guys. I don't get it. Had somebody come up to me the other day and they was talking to me about a politician. They was like, yeah, email this guy, yada, yada. And then they had to give the qualifier or the disclaimer. Well, you know, he just changed parties, but he's a good guy. I don't care what party you belong to. I care about what your politics is. What are you trying to make happen? That's what I care about. That and that all. I don't care about your freaking... I don't care about what party you belong to. What are you trying to do for the people? Hey, this guy got a Frosty shirt on. That shit is dope. What are you trying to do for the people? Morning, my brother. What are you trying to do for the people? That part. What are you trying to do for the people, fam? I got people in our community and they need help and they need assistance. But you want to keep trying to help the people that's already set in their ways. Let's give assistance to the people that we can still mold. Why are we trying to only help the people that's already set in their fucking ways? That don't even make sense. I don't know. I just don't understand shit. Maybe that's why people think I'm crazy. Because that doesn't make any sense to me. We're going to help. Good morning. We're going to help the people that's set in their ways, but the people that we can still mold and turn into something, we're going to ignore them and wait until they get set in their ways and then try to help them. But what we could right now create a situation or help them be able to turn into a better human being, we're going to get, good morning, we're going to give no assistance. We're not going to do shit to help them turn into a better human being. Shit. Not a fan of the Democrats, man. I'm sorry. I want peace. I don't want one side to win over the other. I want people to stop dying. I don't know their politics. I don't know how fair or fair it isn't for whatever the hell that is that just went on. I don't know. I'm not trying to explain like I know. I'm not even trying to be part of that situation. I'm just explaining us as the American people, our politicians aren't supposed to necessarily be having a position that they currently have. Good morning, my brother. All right. They're not supposed to have that position. Remember, these are the same politicians that allegedly for the duration of their career, what have they been doing? They've been fighting for the rights of the downtrodden, right? Good morning. Allegedly, right? So then how are they supposed to go and have the position that they have currently in another country where this is going on or this is allegedly going on? And then our president literally lied to everybody or had information that he didn't appropriately vet. So he just had information that was wrong, but he didn't really mean to lie. It was just wrong. Just something to think about. The president of the United States having bad intel and then giving that to the whole and giving that to America, giving it out to the people. Something to be mindful of. Like that's not supposed to happen, fam. Morning. That's not supposed to happen. Yeah, we're gonna walk back because if I try to stay out and wait, what's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna run out of battery life when it's time to go work with the kids. So we're gonna go back to the crib. Sheesh. Somebody says, Opera Carmen says, your job as an American is go to school, learn a career, hopefully military, police, work, take tons of loans, buy tons of great products, pay taxes, watch sports, drink beer. It's not rocket scientists. Vote DNC or GOP, then leave politics alone. Once again, I'm going to explain my point and my position. No matter who you elect, these people are doing things. What you should be trying to do is electing somebody who your home benefits. Meaning, they might not even be necessarily doing the best thing. Somebody is gonna lose. You understand? Somebody is gonna lose out. That's just the way it is. So, that's just the way politics work. Good morning. That's just the way politics work. You understand? Somebody is gonna lose out. That's just the way politics work. So what we have to do is we have to vote for the person that, good morning. Good morning. So what we have to do is we have to vote for the person who helps our individual household. I didn't see your first comment if I didn't read it, fam. It didn't come through. I read 2 comments. I only seen 2. It didn't come through, fam. I read the 2 comments I saw. Good morning. So, no matter who gets elected, there's going to be pros and cons to their campaign. There's going to be pros and cons to them being in office. So vote for the person who helps your household. Because every single person that you vote for, they're going to do things that isn't going to be good for your household. You get it? Every single person that gets elected is going to have to sign something, co-sign something, or agree to something that is not going to be in your benefit. So it is in your benefit to at least elect the person that there's things that they're doing that helps you in your household. So vote for people who helps your household. Stop trying to vote for people that, I don't know, because there's an agenda going on. There's an agenda going on. Agenda might have nothing to do with you. It might have nothing, it might have 0 things to do with you. There's just an agenda going on. And you say, I'm going to help those people out. But what you're not realizing is you're doing what you perceive to be doing is something good from your heart, because you do want to help those people. You do want to be of a benefit. But remember, that person is, you just voted for something that doesn't help you at all. And that same elected official is probably going to do about 5 or 6 other things that also don't help you. And not one thing that benefits you. So you just threw your vote away. That's why I keep trying to tell you, it's better to not vote if you don't know who to vote for. Stop just voting for people because they Republican. Stop just voting for people because they Democrat. Stop voting for people because your bestie says this person is going to help, is going to try to go for a law that's going to help them personally, when they're not doing anything for you and the people that live in your household. What are you doing? That doesn't even make sense. Vote for who helps your household. So I'm pretty sure a ton of y'all voted for Chuck Schumer, right? Because y'all went in there the last election whenever he was supposed to be up, and y'all just voted Democrat all the way down the line. Tell me one thing Chuck Schumer did to help you and your household. One thing. One political leaning. Good morning. One political leaning. One thing that he did to help your household. I don't want to hear what he did to help your neighbor. I don't want to hear what he did to help your employer. I don't want to hear what he did to help whoever. Name me one thing that Chuck Schumer has done that helped you individually in your household. But I bet you when you went to go vote, you just voted Democrat all the way down the line and gave him the vote, didn't you? Opera Carmen says, oh, the first point was, it's extremely anti-Semitic to put America first. American people are not chosen, and thankfully most politicians understand that Israel is first and second and third. Okay, so this is, you didn't put that before. You will purposely put the other comment first because this comment puts different context on what you said previously. So God says, love all people. God says that he wants peace. All nations should have peace. So that's what God says. That's what Jesus says, that God says above and beyond. Before all other things, it's supposed to be peace. Before everything else, it's supposed to be peace. So I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Good morning. How you doing today? All right, chilling. How y'all doing today? Good morning. Good morning. How you doing today? Good morning. All right, chilling. What's up, my brother? Yeah, chilling. How you doing? Chilling. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning,
Cool man, you alright?
I appreciate you. You are too. Have a blessed day. So, I want to say this, just so we can be clear. God says that he wants peace on earth, basically. He wants peace. He says that he wants us to be a peaceful people. God says that he hates violence. I just want to be clear on this. You didn't write that before. You purposely tried to get me caught up because they're trying to be funny and they're trying to get me to trip back up on my words and trying to make it sound like I'm saying something other than what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm choosing peace. I'm not choosing one person over the other. That's one. Two, Israel, Jacob was turned into Israel. If you really want to talk the Bible, let's talk the Bible. So Jacob had a fight with God that lasted until the dawn. God renamed Jacob Israel. You really want to go there with me? Fam? Put your next comment. You really want to go there with me? Fam? You want to have a Bible discussion, right? Fam? You really want to go there with me? Come on. I'm here for it. You really want to go there with me? Fam? You want to talk about Israel? Fam? Oh, you're going to be quiet now. You got to act like you don't hear me talking. Because you know you better shut up, right? Copy. Appreciate you. Thank you for trying to sound smart, though. Come on, I'm giving you the opportunity. Y'all always are trying to, how often do y'all have to try to have these Bible conversations with me where y'all trying to make it look like I don't know what I'm talking about and I got to embarrass y'all? So come on, let's do it again. I don't even got a Bible on hand. I'm talking on my phone. That's where my Bible at. So I got to do all this off the head. Good morning. So I got to do all of this off the head. Let's go. You think this is fake, right? I know he's trying to say something to get me caught up with those people. But I can have my own faith and I can have my own religion. I am not going to say anything disrespectful about anyone because God says that we're not supposed to move with that type of energy. So I feel really comfortable having this conversation. So go sit back and try to figure out a way to get. So go sit back. All you're gonna do is come back and blaspheme. So you know what? Do what you want to do. I'm not the boss of you. All you're gonna do is come back and blaspheme, right? So I'm not the boss of you. Do what you want to do. But we could talk about scripture. Yeah, you see how I do that? We could talk about scripture. Yeah, you see how I do that? I've been discussing scripture since I've been a teenager. We can talk about scripture. I'll embarrass y'all guys again with my theological knowledge. I'm not going to say opinion. I'm just going to say what's in the Bible. Anyway, let's get back to what we talking. I really do. You don't understand. We're supposed to consult the Bible on everything we do. I try to. You have no idea. Also, with that being said, my heart goes out to the people that's being hurt. My heart goes out to the families of the deceased. My heart goes out to the people that are deceased. That's who my heart goes out to. Whether they on one side or the other. That's who I care about. You know, they said that that girl being carried through the street naked is a lie too, right? They said that's a lie. They said that really never happened. They said that they really weren't out there taking advantage of women and doing all type of monstrous things like that. They're saying that that's not true. I don't know. I'm just telling you the information that's currently coming out. They're saying that's not true though. So how are we supposed to respond to that? our government is lying to us about heinous activity like that, I think that we should. So how do y'all feel about that? I don't know what to tell you. Morning. How do y'all feel about that? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm not hating. I'm not condoning. I'm not any of that. I don't know what to tell you. How do you feel about it? If this is actually true, if there really wasn't a woman that was taken advantage of and being paraded naked throughout the city, why would they tell us that? If there really aren't these babies that are now headless, why did they tell us that? That's all I'm asking. I'm not here to speak against or for anybody. There's a lot of people that was peculiar, right? There are a lot of people that have lost loved ones, lost their lives. There's a lot of destruction, carnage going on. My heart goes out to those people. My heart goes out to the family. My heart goes out to the people. I don't care about none of these political leanings. I just don't. I don't care about none of them. None of them, not one of them. Pray for peace, fam. I'm not praying for either side to win. I'm praying for that somehow all of the firing could stop, all of the missile launching could stop, all of the gunfire could stop. That's what I'm praying for. A quick resolution. That's it. That's what I'm praying. I know how it feels to just have people lie on you and people believe it. I'm not going through what these guys are going through over there. But if all of these lies if these things are really lies that's coming out, and people are really just telling lies on these people so they could just get away with doing evil to them, that's evil, man. I'm sorry. If people are just lying on somebody so they could get help to do evil, I'm sorry, fam. I'm not saying that that's what's happening, but I know how it feels to have people just lie on you so they could get other people to help, do evil to you. You understand? For all due respect, and we don't got no lights on or nothing in here. We gotta keep the lights off for 2 seconds. Give me one moment. So we got a homecoming parade today. Just so y'all know, we're gonna restart the live for the homecoming. I want to make sure I give it its own title. Let me move this stuff around so I can get y'all guys situated first. Just so y'all can know, I'm gonna be restarting the show when it's time for the homecoming thing. Freak. I'm gonna be restarting. Y'all see my wires and everything lined up on the floor. Yeah, so I'm gonna be moving this first. I'm gonna be restarting the live. I want to give it its own title. And when we get ready to do the football, when that game starts, this is all, God willing, it's supposed to be raining. I don't have the type of equipment currently to film in the rain. I wish I did. Imagine trying to get me in trouble with the Jewish community, and this whole entire video was about how there's people that's a part of the Jewish community that actually side with Palestine. That's literally what the whole video was about. Is that person finally getting back trying to comment? Oh, okay. No. I was about to be hands off, man. We can talk about the 6ix9ine thing. I saw somebody commented 6ix9ine something the other. We can discuss that. Give me 1 second. I am not going to make any more coffee right now. I'm coffee up. I'll get the muffin. I'm coffee up. I should cut the muffin in half and put it in the microwave, to be honest with you. All right, come on. We back. Are y'all seeing lag over there? I'm curious. You getting any lag on that side? All right, hold on. I gotta go up. I gotta look at stuff. I don't know what Star David. Does Star David have 5 points? I could be wrong. Blessed are the peacemakers. Kiwi. What time is the parade? The parade's at 11. Let me plug this phone in. The whole reason why I came here. Yeah, because if I sit outside, I already know I'm not going to have enough power left in the phone to get the game. I'm going to be able to probably get to the parade, but I'm not going to be able to get to the game. You understand? Right now, we're already on 24%. And we was at probably about 90% when we started the live. So there we go. We needed to do what we was doing. Let's get back to what we're doing. Hold on. Let me read some comments. The headline, Burn Baby's picture was manipulated AI generated pic. I don't know about that. I do know that they're saying that all of the situations that they were claiming happened to babies isn't true necessarily, saying that Hamas did not do those things. JJJ says 6ix9ine was defending Yalin. They disrespect her. Oh, that's his girl. Bad in the studio. Her DJ already said that this when 6ix9ine came, he tried to talk, but the producer tried to act tough, so 6ix9ine beat him. Okay, 6ix9ine beat the brakes off of one of the dudes. He didn't get help because you see the other video, he was the first one to go in and the last one to leave, and the others just stayed at the door. All right. Okay, Neanderthal, who are you saying killed babies? Just so we can be clear. You just said they. Could we not play the pronoun game? I'm not going back and forth with you with the pronoun game. If you don't want to tell me who they are, I'm just gonna go past the comment. 6ix9ine gonna see what jail really like now. Yeah, so he's supposed to be in a third world country. So he's supposed to be arrested. Money goes a long, long way in DR, just so we can be clear. But he's supposed to be arrested. And I think there was somebody complaining that the police are corrupt or some shit. And I'm going to tell you because I know this. The police are corrupt. So he got money. There's no telling what's going to happen. You don't have the right to go attack the person if what they was doing to his girlfriend was just words. The Fuse says, and Tory in Supermax prison, not Gen Pop. It was Cap. You do know that they're basically saying that he was in the general population of the Supermax prison. He's in one of the toughest prisons. I don't think he's in the Supermax, fam. I think he's just in one of like toughest prisons. I don't think it's a Supermax. The cartel already sent a message out to DR not to do anything. And the dude that he beat up called the police, and that's how they caught him trying to leave. Yeah, they had to call the police. They caught him on the plane, right? And I did hear somebody say that the cartel said that if anybody messes with 6ix9ine, they pulling up. So that part. You gotta eat this muffin, if y'all don't mind. If anybody is enjoying the show this morning, you could always pull up to the Cash App, Super Chat, and or PayPal. Also, I just want to say something. Have I not been right about these politicians so far consistently? Have I not been consistently right about these politicians? Consistently? So during election season is when the activists make a lot of their money, right? Who are the activists going to tell y'all to vote for this time? Anybody thought about that yet? The activists can't tell you to vote for anybody that sided with Israel. Almost all the Democratic politicians have sided with Israel. Just something to think about. The New York City mayor has mobilized all police. If you are a police officer, you are mobilized. You have to work. I want to point something out, and I want to be so clear on this. This is the problem that we actually have. In the hood, we're not going to have to worry that much because America doesn't deem us that valuable. But if you're going to be down in Manhattan, if you're going to be down in highly densely populated areas, you might have a problem. They let a lot of people come in through those southern borders. Not a little bit, a lot. Something like, I heard a number like 10,000 a month is coming to New York or some stupid number like that. Or we already have 10,000 here or something. You think before these people come into the country, they're getting completely verified with who they were before they got here? How? You can't even do that. There's not even a way to do that. One of the main things that Trump told y'all was that we have to close the border because of terrorists. The Democrats called him xenophobic. I'm going to tell you what the Democrats did to get elected. Pay attention. They just say the opposite of whatever Donald Trump says. So if Donald Trump comes out and says something, they criticize it, and then their campaign becomes the opposite of whatever he just said. Go, pay attention. Tell me where I'm wrong. There's like no sugar on the top of these. These taste so good. I don't know if they're scraping the sugar off or what, but with no sugar on the top of these shits taste so much better. It's like no sugar on the top of this blueberry muffin. Because like, when you go to Dunkin' Donuts, they have the hard sugar that's on the top of the shit. It's like no sugar. It's like somebody scraped all the sugar off. Shout out to whoever did that shit. Thank you. Trying to give everybody diabetes. I want to be clear about something. If they actually are attacks against Americans in America, who do you blame? Republicans don't want to get involved in this shit. Who do you blame? Republicans don't really want to get involved in the Ukrainian war. Who do you blame? Remember, they told you that Trump doesn't have any, he's bad at foreign diplomacy. But then they get into the office and they just getting in every war that's happening. How? You see, when you love your soldiers, you don't want to send them to war. Let me say that again. When you love your soldiers, you don't want to send them to war. I'm going to tell you my biggest problem with Mayor Eric Adams. I don't want to hear no more about how New York City has the best police force for after a crime happens. I want to hear that we have the best deterrence for preventing crime. I want to hear that. Because by saying that we have the best police force after the fact, you're basically putting your police on the front line to be hurt and be injured. You're basically inviting the situation. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think that our government officials should be wanting to invite. That's like, you shouldn't be inviting people to commit the crimes. You should be trying to deter the crime from being committed. We don't want to make more victims. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm trying to make a point. I don't care about how well you are at fixing the problem if you're terrible at preventing the problem from happening. Now, if you're not that good at fixing the problem, but you are incredible at preventing the problem from happening, then there's a big clap up. You are the man. But if you are incredible after the fact, but you are terrible before the fact, that means that there's more chaos where you are concerned. So I don't really care, and I'm not favorable to we're going to wait for a thing to happen and handle it set point. I want it to be, we have the best deterrence. We have cameras everywhere. We have this technology, that technology. We want to prevent the thing from happening. What does that have to do with what I'm talking about now? That's the energy that I want, or I can accept being used in the situation that's going on right now. The Hamas attacked Israel. But what's happening is tantamount to somebody going up to somebody and slapping them and pushing them, and then that individual going back and setting bombs and blowing up their car and stalking their family. Like, this is that. Like, I'm going to tell you, I'm in no way going through the horrors that are happening over in Israel and in the Gaza Strip. In no way. No way has anything in my life paralleled that to the extremes that it is. But I do parallel it somewhere else. And I'm going to explain where that is. Do you know how many people condemned one side over the other because of propaganda that was not even true? That's literally what I'm going through. That's what I'm going through with the people that's doing whatever they're doing. I'm not going nowhere near the tragedy, but it's the same method being used that's being used to manipulate the people of the world. The same method is being used to manipulate people into trying to destroy my life. So I feel a way about what's going on. They're lying about what's happening in the event. So you think, allegedly, these are the allegations. The allegations is that our media is lying about what's happening. That's the allegations. I don't know if it's true. Our media is basically saying that the Hamas is doing all of these terrible things, and allegedly it's not true. And there's people agreeing or okay with civilians getting bombed because they're hearing about all these alleged things that the Hamas has done that are just absolutely terrible. They said they were beheading babies. That's terrible. They said that they were just snatching up women, taking advantage of them, taking their lives, and then parading their naked bodies through the city. That's terrible. Like, the things that these people are being accused of, it's like, what in the hell, fam? I don't even know what I'm being accused of, just so we can be clear. So I don't even know why everybody is mad at me. I'm not 100% sure what I'm being accused of that's making individuals stalk me. I don't know what I'm being accused of. I have not the slightest idea. But I could just imagine. In any regard, I'm just really angry having now found out or getting information that a lot of this information was wrong. So you mean to tell me every time they showed those bodies and they said that they were Israel, it really wasn't Israel, it was the Hamas? I don't know, but that's what it's turning out to be. That it was Gaza Strip that they were showing while they was busy telling us that it was Israel. I don't know if this is true. But this is the information that that it looked like the information, the way in which I received it. I seen a photo. I seen Justin Bieber put out something that said "Pray for Israel." Then I found out that those buildings that were destroyed was actually in Gaza Strip, and they were hit with missiles. The Gaza Strip is one of the most densely populated places on the planet. I think it's something like 5 miles wide and like 23 miles long. The whole area that they live in. There's 2 ways in. One is a road that leads into Israel, and the second one is a road that leads into Egypt. That's the way in and out. 2.2 million people live there. That shit sound like a prison. That shit sound like a prison, a country that was made a prison. They can't leave, go in and out. The whole entire country, the way that they sustain themselves is from aid from other countries. There's barbed wire and fencing keeping the area encaged with 2 ways out. When the situation happened, I believe Egypt told them that they couldn't come into Egypt. Israel told them that they can't go into Israel. So they can't leave. They can't go out to sea, because if they go out to sea more than, I think, a couple of knots or some shit like that, then they get destroyed by freaking the military, because they can't leave. So you have people that's trapped in an area that they can't leave from, and the military is throwing missiles into that area, allegedly. I don't even know if that's an allegedly. We seen the rubble. How can America be a part of this? I'm not speaking for Israel. I don't know their politics. But how can America be a part of this? I'll let people that know the Israeli politics speak on it. Their own people would know better than I would. I'm speaking on America's participation. Pray for the people, fam. Why do you think when somebody said they was bombing Israel, was bombing their own, like some shit about the border? No, nigga. There are a ton of Jewish people who don't agree with what's happening. I wanted to bring that to light today. I wanted to discuss some of the things that was going on and the fact that there are Jewish people who do not agree with what's happening. So please don't go out there just willing to attack group Jewish people. You just see somebody with a yarmulke on, get them. You don't need to do that. There's a good chance that that person might share the same sentiment that you share on this particular issue. Please don't go after nobody's synagogues and their buildings. You don't even know what their political beliefs or their political leanings might be. We just had a group of a Jewish community outside of Chuck Schumer's home. We should have been out there. Somebody find out where Chuck Schumer lives and tell me. Outside of Chuck Schumer's home, I could just Google it. Outside of Chuck Schumer's home, protesting America's involvement in this particular situation. I heard about Jews for a free Palestine a long time ago. So for the people that think that this might be a new thing, it's not a new thing. I've heard about it a long time ago. I think that's the name of the organization, Jews for a Free Palestine. You know, we're waking up for the rain. What time we got? 9:15. We're going to try to get out there to the parade. There's a homecoming parade. You know, the rain could be the issue. We're going to try to get out there to the homecoming parade, and we got a football game today. So we got 2 activities today that we got to do. I was supposed to go. I have a whole different, like, I'm not even going to tell you about it. I don't want to get into it. Is there anything else y'all want to discuss? Put it in the chat. Oh, shit. Y'all been commenting, and I haven't seen it. Hold on. Yes, there was a couple of shows canceled because people have beefing with 6ix9ine, and the cartel told them niggas not to pull up. 6ix9ine takes care of people and is protected regardless of him snitching. Let's not overlook that. Definitely protected. Show got canceled because of threats against his life. I remember that. 6ix9ine was seen here in Mexico, and I don't know how to say that, with some pizza bosses, plaza bosses. Oh, wowzers. Arthur D. Glass says, you lucky rat bastards, they still killing the blueberry muffins on my side. Yeah, man, they just with them fucking too much of the damn sugar on the top of them shits is terrible. Shout out to, I don't know what this guy's name is, but it's For Life. Shout out to Brooklyn Rose says, honestly, I don't know what's going on with that situation, but someone sent me a video of Jews attacking African Americans in Israel. Okay, so I've seen photos of African Americans, if that's what we're going to call them, here in America, I just call us blacks, attacking Jewish people. Does that mean that all of the Jews around the world should now hate black people? Just asking a question. Not trying to be a jerk, just asking a question. Remember, it was Martin Luther King says that we should judge people on the content of their character. Right? And God says he hates violence and he loves peace. Right? I don't know. Brooklyn Rose might not still be in here. It took a long time to get down here. I didn't know that the comments were still scrolling. Nah, it's doing the thing where it's not all the way charging. Hold on, let me flip this shit over and see if it works better. All right, we gotta see what happened. If it charges slow, I'm gonna end the live at least a little while before we get ready to go to the parade. I might give me an extra 30 minutes before the parade or so. Yeah, Brooklyn Rose. So, not trying to throw salt on nothing, but I've seen black people attack Jews before. I've seen black people have a fight with every other race of people. Should we then now say that every race on the planet should hate black people because there's at least one black person that treated them in a bad manner or treated them in a manner that they would deem as unacceptable? Or are we going to probably just deem it that those are just probably bad people and not every single person that belongs to their particular demographic share their sentiments? I mean, I don't know. However you want to do it. I'm not here to tell you how to, think. I think that you should think however you want to think. Anything else? $9.18. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We have a homecoming parade at 11 o'clock. We're going to be It's not gonna be in this live. I'm gonna have a new live, and it's gonna say homecoming. It should say Coney Island Sharks homecoming. We're gonna be at a parade. BB and Jack Frost. We're doing a parade. And then we have a football game after that. It's going to be separate lives. I'm gonna make a separate live for the homecoming, and I'm gonna make a separate live for the football. So that's just something that y'all could just be mindful of and be ready for. I was supposed to, I have a thing coming in that's supposed to be beneficial. I don't know, it's getting, whatever it's being handled right now. And I was supposed to mail out a thing yesterday, but I got caught up. And I got to mail it out early, apparently. And it was just, by the time I got around to it, it was just late in the day, and I wasn't gonna be able to do it. Hope we could get to it today. I might not even be able to get to it today because we're doing the football thing, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to it today. I would have needed to be prepared right now, and I'm not ready right now, so you gotta try to do it on a different day. But it's a benefit thing. It's gonna benefit us. It's gonna win. It's gonna win-win. And oh man, I can't tell y'all about this other thing. I just want to say real quick. So just shout out to the Most High. Glory be to God. There's a thing that I really want to share with y'all, but I can't. Glory be to God. Also, just glory be to God is a thing I want to share with y'all, but I can't. I wish I could. Wish I could. Anything else y'all guys want to talk about, put it in the chat. I'm thinking about turning the live off, letting my phone charge, because the battery is not charging at all. It's just not losing any power. You know, my charges is, I don't know, my battery shit is all busted. But that's good too, so that's fine. So what I might do is we're going to, because we got a lot of filming to do outside today. So I'm gonna go dead this live. There's something that I want to talk about before we get out of here. Hold on. It was hip hop thing. Everybody that want to talk about Tekashi, put it in the comment right now that y'all wanted to discuss. But it was a different thing. It wasn't Tekashi. It was a different hip hop thing. But for everybody that don't know, Tekashi 6ix9ine is being detained by the Dominican Republican police. The police in the Dominican Republic. Basically what happened was he got into a fight and he beat up a producer. Allegedly his girl was like at a studio working with somebody. Dude did something or something disrespectful to her or something. Tekashi 6ix9ine showed up. Something happened inside the studio. We haven't seen the video of that. You just see his dudes show up running in the building. Then you see his dudes flee the building and they bounce. And then apparently he went to go get on a private jet and the police prevented him from leaving while he was on a private jet. So he was arrested. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how that's going to work. We do know that the cartels is definitely out here and they fuck with them. So I don't know how that's going to work, fam. I don't know how it's going to work. Shout out to all people involved. I'm pissed off. I damn sure don't want to piss off cartels. Shout out to everybody involved. So that's what's going on with Tekashi's particular situation. Also, his girlfriend's supposed to be pregnant. So as far as I hear about that. One thing I do want to mention, there's a football player. I forgot his name. He just recently got arrested. He was trying to hide out in Mexico. And then apparently he then was trying to head to Colombia. He was not successful. They picked him up on the plane. And then they put him on another plane so they could extradite him back to America. So while they extraditing him back to America, he's busy yelling about how they trying to kidnap him again. And all I could think about in my head is, he did try to say somebody tried to kidnap him previously. And then I'm busy thinking to myself, they didn't try to kidnap that fool. They was trying to arrest him. Oh yeah, so his mother passed away. And I believe that they have him for the unlifing. So his mother is not here no more. So they were looking for him to question him about the fact that his mother isn't here no more. He's a football player or an ex-football player. So he was talking about they trying to kidnap him again. It sounds like they tried to arrest him before and he was yelling about getting kidnapped. It sounded like that's and he escaped and made it to Mexico. And then he couldn't get off of social media for whatever the reason was. So your mom's though, fam? Yeah, he's the main target. Suspect. He's the main suspect. So, funny story yesterday. I'm going to the supermarket last night. So, I'm going to the supermarket. I'm walking. I do need glasses. I don't know. My eyes are just, they work sometimes, they don't. So, I'm walking and there's like a ramp leading to the supermarket where I go to. And so on the other side of the ramp, there's some stairs. So over there near the stairs, I could see a whole lot of people just congregated over there. As I get closer, I realize that they're children, like they're kids. So as I'm getting closer, somebody comes to walk past me. There's some girl, I don't know her. She's one of the daughters of one of the ladies that runs with the football thing. Shout out to her. They just doing terrific things out there with the kids. So the girl is walking past me. I just shoot right past her. Got my headphones on, shoot right past her. I don't say nothing. And so I did that, and the whole time I'm like, I hope she didn't think I was rude. Because the reason why I didn't say nothing to her, because I remember the last time I said something to some girl that I knew outside. Then the next thing I know, I got some fucking weirdos following me around trying to tell me I tried to sleep with her. So I didn't want to say nothing to the girl. So hold on. So I walked past her, and then I'm like, man, I'm not doing this shit. So I walked. It's not gonna happen again, fam. You fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on. It's not gonna happen again. I'm not gonna say nothing because I think we know each other. I've spoken to her before, but I've spoken to the other girl before, and I thought I knew the other girl. So for her to say that, we're not doing this. So I walk past homegirl, or whatever the case. So I come all the way back home, and then I'm like, I wish I would have said something to her because I did not know what time the game was. So shout out to the fact that I got out there early today, and Coach was out there with the people that's helping, and they're busy putting the decals on the hats and everything, on the helmets and everything, because I had no idea when the game was, and I even forgot that there was a homecoming parade. So I guess I could have asked her, but I was like, man, I'm not talking to her, fam. The last person I just talked to, and it was just a harmless ass conversation. I literally had somebody say to me when they're busy trying to say I had to be up to no good, say, why did I say something to her? I've done spoken to this individual numerous times before. I didn't think that there was a problem. What the fuck? All I did was say, yo, I thought you did some weirdo shit. My fault. You didn't do it. What? Oh, nah, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. That's it. That's all. I got some weirdos following me around now. Fucking crackheads. I didn't even do nothing. Shit, man. So now I'm gonna run into homegirl today, and it was rude for me to just walk past her like that, but I think that I had no other choice, personally. I don't think I had a choice, personally. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We got to end the live so I could charge the phone all the way back up to 100 before we have to go back outside. So I need y'all to be active in here if we're going to keep the live going. If we're not going to be active in here, then I'm going to, move on to the next thing so we can charge the phone up. So I could, because obviously I got to be out there by 10:30, right? So I got to leave out. Oh, wow. Pardon me. I got to leave here before 10:30. So, sheesh, how long is it going to take me to walk over there? I probably got to be out there. Sheesh. Yeah, I got to probably be out there soon. I'm assuming they're gonna be getting everything together like about like 10:30 is when they're gonna be like I should probably be like around over there to make sure. Yeah, that shit is crazy. I was just thinking about that shit. I was like, that girl gonna think I'm rude and shit. I'm not rude, fam. I just had that shit happen to me before. People like I'm different, fam. Like I don't have the I can't do what everybody else do. Like if I do what everybody else do, even if it's harmless, it's gonna be seen as the worst thing in the world. People, whatever I do, people are just gonna assume I'm doing something else. I don't know what to tell you. So I don't have the opportunity to do what everybody else do. I can't do what everybody else do. I wish I could. I don't got those options, so I could just imagine if I would have said something to her, the fucking problems I was gonna get then. Like I could just imagine. And it would have only had been, what time is the game tomorrow? Oh man, I could just imagine what that could have been turned into. Anyway, what y'all want to talk about? Put it into the chat. I live in a weird world, fam. I don't live in a world with regular people. I promise you. Like there's regular people everywhere, but the weirdos make it so that I don't interact with regular people. Like I don't interact with regular people. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. It just is what it is. Maybe one day. Maybe never again. But maybe one day, right? Maybe one day. Maybe never again. You'll never know. Now, I may never again be able to interact with like normal people. But, maybe I will. Maybe one day. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It is what it is. God willing, If God doesn't will for me, if it's not God's will that I, interact with normal people, then it is what it is. Then this is just what it is. It's just God's will. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You just live with it. Something wasn't symmetrical over there, and it was just fucking with me. It was just something over there. It wasn't symmetrical. It was just fucking with me this whole entire time. Is there anything that y'all want to talk about? If not, please come back for our homecoming. We're having Coney Island Sharks homecoming parade. It's going to be at about 11 o'clock. What up, killer? It's going to be about 11 o'clock. Please, everybody show up. I know y'all don't give me any likes, but y'all might want to give the kids some likes. That'd be nice. Like we've had over 200 people in here so far. I got 18 likes, man. So I don't expect any. But we're gonna be doing this for the kids. And a lot of them are gonna rewatch the video if it doesn't get stricken down by YouTube. A lot of them are gonna rewatch the video. It'll be nice if you give the kids the likes. Like it's not for me. It's gonna be for the kids. Not this video, the next video. They're gonna rewatch the video to make them feel good. When we do the football, if you could give the kids the likes. Don't gotta be me, fam. I know it is what it is. But y'all can give the kids the likes. Because they're going to watch the video. Like, let's encourage them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this is about. There's very few things that I could do in this world right now that could help other people. But I can't try to encourage, That's what I could do right now. I could try to encourage. I wish I could do more. I can't. It is what it is. But I could try to encourage. That's the one thing that I can do now. So that's the one thing I'm going to try to do. If God, so wills it, that he'll allow for me to be able to do other things, then I'll do those things. But until then, I'll do what I can do. What I can do is encourage. I tried to encourage the basketball playing kids. They would have none of it. So I'm not fucking with them no more. I'm going to let them go live their life. and we're gonna go over here and we're gonna deal with the kids that's playing football, and I'm gonna try to encourage them. And if they'll they're okay with it, so be it. Then we'll just cover football. It would have been nice to cover basketball, but since we can't cover basketball, we're not even gonna sweat it. We're just gonna cover football. And expect for the people that tried to that destroyed the basketball situation to try to pull up on the football player and the families over there and try to mess that up. So I expect that to happen. So we'll be over there at the football stuff for as long as we can. And when we're not there no more, we just move on to something else. But I 100% expect for the people that hate me to convince those people to start hating me too. I 100% expect it. 100%. I wouldn't expect anything else. So we're gonna be messing with the football guys for I don't know how long. Maybe a short period of time, maybe a long period of time. I don't know. That's why I didn't say nothing to homegirl. I'm not gonna talk to no one unless we're around adults. I'm not talking to not near one of them. I'm not saying nothing to none of them. I'm not talking out loud where they're in earshot. We're not. Nobody's gonna be able to lie on me again. Not gonna be able to lie on me again. I'm gonna have my headphones on. There's no way anybody could say that they was having a conversation with me. Ain't lying on me again. Ain't doing that. So yeah, if we're not at nowhere with a ton of adults around and people around, we're not doing that. You're not lying on me again, fam. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. So yeah, I'm not talking to nobody. Nobody. There's no proof. I need proof. I need evidence. I need people around I could trust. I need just a lot of people around. I don't talking to nobody. And believe me, I am not exaggerating. When you hear some of the lies that people tell about you sometime and you just be sitting there like, people believe that? Sheesh. Just be like, sheesh. Fuck it. What you gonna do, right? Only thing you can do is just don't talk to nobody. And fuck it. What else? I don't even know what else to do other than not talk to nobody, to be honest with you. I don't know no other way to combat constant lies other than to not talk to nobody. So there's no way for so if the person believes the lie, it's because you actively just want to believe a lie. Like, you understand? I don't talk to nobody. So if you believe that, then you just want to believe a lie. So it has nothing to do with the lie being told. It just has something to do with you want to believe a thing. So fuck it. I do feel bad about being rude to that girl though, but I ain't got a choice. You just gonna have to live with it. I ain't got a choice. I'm gonna let y'all go. We have to charge this phone. I have to probably get out of here in the next 30 minutes, and it's going up like 1% for every like 10 minutes. So I got to get out of here in like the next 30 minutes. So I'm going to charge this phone. Hope everybody comes back. We're going to be having a parade that we're going to be going. Shout out to the Coney Island Sharks. The video is going to be Coney Island Sharks homecoming. And then after that, we're going to end that video, and we're going to have another video that's just going to be the football game. So we got football coverage also later on today. I might also bring out... No, it's going to rain. I was going to bring out more cameras, but it's going to rain, so I better not. And with that being said, hey, look, I love y'all. Everybody, just have a blessed day. Do something positive. Come back for the other shows that we're going to be having today. And... depending on how the battery goes up, I may do a 10-minute video between now and then. I'm waiting for some to Did I delete that one already? I think I just deleted it because it was just not gonna work. I don't know what problem YouTube had with it. I might create a 10-minute video between now and whenever we get ready to go out because I'm feeling like talking. I just really just want to let the battery get charged up, not for nothing. Um, so when we go outside, we're not just going directly only off of our extra battery. I don't want to just be going directly only off of that because, that's not going to give us probably the 3 hours we're going to need because we're going to need about 3 or 4 hours, right? With that being said, I love y'all, everybody. Have a blessed day. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang, #BrongsBombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you, and that's all I got on this one. I'm out.